Hey, what's up everyone? It is Nick with the Nick's Raps back with another reptile room tour, basically. I'm just going to be telling you what I've got. It's been close to a year since the last time I've uploaded anything. So, yeah. So, first off, let me just say this. I've basically gotten out of breeding bearded dragons because my adults had issues that went down to their babies. So, the babies had this same issue, which is called wasting lizard disease. It has another name. It's basically a virus that in the later states, when it's also really noticeable, they start to look straight up into the air. It's also called stargazing. It's genetic. It doesn't show in adults, and it kills babies. So yeah, I sold 7 of the babies I got last year, and a few of them did die. So now I owe people either money or the new species that I'm breeding, which are some cute little buggers. I've bred them before. I've had them before. You've seen you've seen them in one of my older videos. So here's one. And these are my newest additions, by the way. Come here. When I decided to get into this species, I basically just went all in, and I got a lot of them. I have a few of them, quite a few. So yeah, but yeah, it's crested geckos. I'm getting back into them. This is a baby that I produced. Its parents were Tiger, which is the mom, and Chocolate Harlequin partial pinstripe for the dad. This one right here takes after the mom with the tiger, and it has a tiny bit of really broken pinstriping from the dad. Its sibling, and this one hatched on the 24th of January, by the way, 2020. Oops. And the other one takes after the dad more. Let me just try to find it. Well, I'm not seeing it right away, so we're gonna have to do some digging. And I house them on a paper towel with a cup for their food and some branches for them to hide in. I basically have 2 teepees, one for each of them. And this is the other baby. It takes after more from the dad. Has tiger stripes from the mom, but the back and the tail are more of the dad's genes. And I feed them the Pangea breeding diet, and one of their few different of their fruit diets by Pangea, some bee pollen and calcium. I have waxworms in here so that if they decide they want to eat, they can. And waxworms are super fat, they're high in fat, so they they have that option. Yeah. Now let's get into my breeder, or actually we can go to this guy first. So this is my male. He's in this huge tub. He is the father to the babies. Let's see here. Here we go. We got this guy. He is a chocolate or dark harlequin, partial pinstripe. He's a good boy. He's my largest gecko. Actually, he's not my largest anymore. One of my females is pretty large. She's a lot bigger than he is. Go on, buddy. So yeah, he is in that tote with some moss, some soil, some bark, some plants, a dish for the Pangea diet, which everyone gets the same thing. Everyone gets bee pollen on theirs. Bee pollen is basically a sweetener. It's basically like imagine eating or drinking black coffee. Bee pollen is gonna be a creamer or a sugar. So here are two of my females. I have four. This one right here is a partial pinstripe harlequin. This right here is a creamsicle with Dalmatian spots. Neither one of these two have laid for me this year so far, or laid last year. They both should be gravid. This one is definitely gravid. This one should be. She has bred to the male I just showed you. So yeah, let's just get into the other two. So next I've got these two. The one that just jumped is the tiger, the parent to the babies. And this one right here is just a flame. They both are gravid. They well, as far as I know, they have large follicle growth, which in my experience is the eggs that are growing. This one right here, she laid eggs already last year. Unfortunately, neither one of them were fertile though, so I incubated them until they molded over. So yeah, I'm gonna put them away though for obvious reasons. So yeah. Now this is one male that I'm really excited about breeding. He is a full pinstripe harlequin with Dalmatian spots. He's great, honestly. I haven't counted his spots yet. I don't know if he's a super, but I highly doubt it. And basically, super Dalmatians are Dalmatians with over 100 spots. They have 99 spots. They are just a Dalmatian. You can say they're close to being supers, but you can't say that they are supers. So yeah. But if you breed that Dalmatian to another Dalmatian, you will have super Dalmatians. This guy is also super calm. He doesn't really like to. He's gonna make a liar out of me right now, but he usually doesn't like to jump. So if he jumps right now, I'm a liar. Yeah, he was by far one of the best deals I got when I got all these guys. And I do have plans for him already. He's about 20 grams, so he's not ready to breed. He's got about 10, 15 more grams, and then he's ready to go. So yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. He's gonna have some really nice babies. He's also a dark harlequin. You can't really tell right now because he's fired down, but when he's fired up, he's gorgeous. Let me just tell you. All right, let's move on. So, you are not seeing double. It's kind of hard to tell, but these are the same morph. They're both red patternless. They're both males, so I am holding them in different hands. I will not let them cross paths, just because that will end in a fight. This male right here is the father to the eggs that are still inside of my creamsicle female's belly. So I should be getting some red babies on the sides. They should be red with a creamsicle back with Dalmatian spots. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. This one right here hasn't bred to anyone yet. He's about 30 grams. He's still really young. He's about a year old. So yeah, and he hasn't really been breeding or been eating the best. He is actually why I got the bee pollen in the first place. So yeah, I'm gonna put these guys down and get the others. So now I've got these two. They are not produced by me. This one, I do have actual lineage for. I did buy this one from a breeder. This one is also from a breeder, but they're not well known. as well known as this one is. So, yeah. This one right here is going in the shed. He is a Harlequin with 30 or so Dalmatian spots. This one right here is a Harlequin. That's it, basically. Just a base Harlequin with partial pinstripe. I do think that they are both males, but since they are this small, they're not territorial yet or aggressive towards each other yet, because they are not worrying about breeding. So, yeah. They are actually growing really, really well. Slowly but surely. Especially this one. This one's taking her sweet time, or his sweet time. But, yeah, I'm gonna... So, the reason why I'm getting back into crested gecko breeding is because, like I said earlier, my bearded dragons aren't healthy enough to produce viable babies. But also, I've pretty much mastered bearded dragon breeding. I had 2 clutches last year, 27 in the first one, 24 hatched, 18 in the second one, and 5 or 9 hatched. So I've got it down. I know a lot of people are going to be like, hey, that's only 2 clutches in 1 year. You're not a master yet. I get that. But if I wanted to breed another pair of bearded dragons again, all I would have to do right now is get 2 adults who are not from the same line and breed, basically. Like, I got it down. What I'm trying to do right now is test myself by breeding multiple different species, just so that I can learn different species, so that when I finally get my wholesaling license and everything I need, I'll be able to breed all my own animals without ever having to buy from a wholesaler. That's basically my goal, is to be my own retailer and my own wholesaler, so that I don't have to spend more money than I need to. So yeah, that's basically the dream right now. It's gonna happen. It's taking a bit of time, but then again, I'm only almost 21, so I'm not taking it hard on myself at all. I definitely have a lot of time to go. Now, with that being said, I should be getting, I'm gonna say, about 60 babies this year from my crested geckos, which still is more than my bearded dragons. It's more than what I had from them. So yeah. Again though, my prices, I'm gonna check out Morph Market, see what the babies I get are worth from there, and then drop the price. Probably, if not half, then about 75%. Because I'm not out here to make a quick buck. I'm here to make the hobby free, to learn, and just to put money away for next reps. So yeah, that's the only reason why I'm doing this. The biggest reason is for the learning. Yeah. Also, like, I love these animals, so I'm trying to. I mean, it doesn't really matter with the animals I've bred already, but I'm trying to get the wild caught numbers down and have more captive bred animals in the hobby. So yeah, that's the whole reason. And if I start with something easy like bearded dragons or crested geckos, then doing something like a Peter's banded skink would be a lot easier for me, since I'm not a noob anymore. I am right now, but eventually I won't be. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it for this video. Always remember to keep calm and herp on. And if someone tells you that you're not beautiful, just like they once told Steven, just remember they are great, you're amazing, and someone's going to find you, love you, and give you your best life. Peace out.